Absolutely not. That would be ludicrous. And I get it. Let me start here.
Ludicrous.
Jimmy G was horrible. He was horrible last night. You saw some of the throws. He misses Kyle Juszczyk wide open. Brandon Ayuk on a critical play. The 2 interceptions, one in the end zone. And the one to start the third quarter on their first play in the third quarter that allowed Tennessee to have the ball at San Francisco's 25 and then obviously get the game tying touchdown. That was horrible as well. So I'm not defending what Jimmy G did last night. All right, that loss was on him. You can talk about the defense, giving up the last drive for the field goal, having no answer for A.J. Brown, but It was on Jimmy G.
Where was he looking?
That said, Nick, it would be ridiculous. You really want to start a rookie who hasn't thrown a pass in a month and a half and wasn't that great when he played 3 weeks before the playoffs? For all of Jimmy G's flaws, and we know he is not elite.
There's a lot of them.
But he has shown
he's not good
that
either.
you can win with him. Hold on, you can win with him, and you can win big
can also lose with him.
And
To Ryan Tannehill.
Look, he's not. Nobody's saying he's Aaron Rodgers. To Tannehill. How about that response to the Bud list, by the way? But that's a different story.
Oh,
but
he was terrible
Jimmy
too.
G has proven, Nick, 6-3 in his last 9 starts. And going into last night's game.
Stop with the quarterback wins.
Hold on.
Stop with the quarterback wins.
Before last night's game, you and several others, all of us on this panel, were saying San Francisco was one of the most dangerous teams in the league. Where are they on the tiers?
Despite their
they're in that
quarterback.
legitimately scary.
Yes.
Legitimately.
Yeah, same with the Colts, whose biggest issue is also their quarterback.
Look, I haven't even given my answer yet. Shipping off Jimmy G. I'm all for shipping off Jimmy G after the season and going with Trey Lance. But that would be ridiculous. I can't think of a word strong enough to say how horrible it would be if they benched Jimmy G.
Well, you called it ridiculous.
There's no way you're going to say
that. And it's a great point because
they
the
got
San
to
Francisco
a Super Bowl
49ers
with him.
They also got to a Super Bowl when they benched their established mediocre starter for their unproven dual-threat quarterback named Colin Kaepernick, took over midway through the year, and they went all the way to the Super Bowl. Like, that did happen. That's how they got there. Alex Smith was there.
Good at that
Alex
time.
Smith was established. Well, we don't know. Kaepernick hadn't played. Kaepernick didn't play his rookie year. He went in for Alex Smith midway through the year and never relinquished the job. Now, let me make this clear.
Midway through the year.
I am not saying.
Not with 3 weeks left in the season.
Yeah, well, correct. They should have gotten this ball rolling earlier, but Trey Lance got hurt. Here's the deal. I am not arguing that Trey Lance should start next week. I am arguing this. He needs to be a part of the game plan. He needs to start to get his feet wetter and more ready because he might need to play in these playoffs. Because the Niners are in the same boat right now as the Titans or the Colts or the Patriots or the Vikings, teams that 2 through 53, you really like what they have, but in your heart of hearts, in a big spot, their quarterback cannot be trusted. Now, maybe Mac Jones will one day, grow out of that. Those other guys won't. Cousins, Wentz, Garoppolo, those guys are who they are. And last night, it's worse than the numbers suggest. This game should have been 21-0, at a minimum 17-0, 3 possessions in. But Jimmy G throws a red zone pick in the end zone, misses Juszczyk wide open, and all night long, can we show his passing chart? And this should just be called the Jimmy Garoppolo chart, like whenever a quarterback has one of these. A whole lot of green dots at and behind the line of scrimmage, and then some awful red ones as soon as you try to push the ball down the field, and then you see those white ones way up top because he's got no chance of completing them. Fact of the matter is this, Wilds. Quarterback wins are a fake thing. And the only argument for Jimmy Garoppolo is he's been lucky enough to be involved in, his 2 coaches have been Belichick and Shanahan, so they have won despite him. The Niners gave up 3 first-round picks for Trey Lance for a reason. They have to at least get him involved in the game plan if they want to have. Are they drawing dead to go to the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo this year? Yes. Would they be drawing dead with Trey Lance? I don't know. Maybe they'd be worse. There's a chance they'd be better. So you've got to at least get him involved.
This is
Do you
ridiculous.
think that Trey Lance can carry the 49ers to the Super Bowl and Jimmy G, who has already done that, cannot? Is that what you're saying?
No. No, what I am saying is neither of them can carry the Niners. Jimmy G has never carried the Niners anywhere. Jimmy G was put in Kyle Shanahan's breastcoat pocket and rode along like a little mouse. Like, where are we going? Kyle Shanahan's like, quiet, Jimmy. I'll tell you where we're going once I'm done letting you throw 8 passes to get us where we're going. What I am saying is there is a potential upside with Lance Wilds, and maybe he won't make critical, gut-wrenching, looks like he's looking the other direction throws like Jimmy G did last night. That second interception, where's he looking? What's he doing?
I get it. I don't think that's a terrible idea, especially if you're playing the Texans next week. Hey, try it out. But, Broussard, they did sort of dip their toe in that water and got away from it. So when you're talking about Jimmy G playing in rhythm, I think it helps to just ride with Jimmy G the entire time. And finally, I get banged a lot on saying it's a bad fourth go for it on fourth down. Like you can't be mad when they miss it and then be happy when they're like. Here's the thing about Jimmy G. He did engineer a 96-yard drive, and in the past 10 years, only 13 rookies have ever done that. So if you want to say, oh, look at his passing chart, look at this, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. Like, all right, but no rookie is going to engineer a 96-yard drive, with the exception, the baby goat had a 95-yard drive, and Trevor Lawrence did have a 96-yard drive this year. But that being said, Jimmy G can put you on long drives if he puts it together.
With the exception of the rookies that already did it, it doesn't happen? Okay,
13 times in the 10 years?
Well, it's 13
rare. Times in 10 years?
It's rare. Nick, look, fine. We can bring Trey Lance in here and there periodically. But not even enough to put a question in the air of, well, is Jimmy G still our quarterback? I'm dead serious. You can diss Jimmy G all you want. You can talk about quarterback wins are irrelevant. But the fact is San Francisco is 30-14 with Jimmy G as a starter. They've won like 8 games without him as the starter. Yeah. Same team. Kyle Shanahan, same coach, same defense, same running backs and receivers. Serious, they're terrible without him when he doesn't start. Yeah. Now, again, nobody's saying he's Aaron Rodgers, but it would be incredibly stupid to start a rookie 3 weeks before the playoffs. I'm sorry. It's just, it's
all
crazy.
Right, well, that's fine. Listen, I'm going to just 2 quick counter examples. One is Alex Smith again with the Chiefs. They 100% should have benched him at the end of the year for rookie Mahomes. Then maybe Marcus Mariota doesn't go into Arrowhead and beat him in the playoffs. And now I'm not saying Trey Lance is Mahomes, but we don't know what Trey Lance is. But I'm just curious. Let's just pretend for the sake of argument quickly the Bears were a relevant good team. You guys would want Nick Foles over Justin Fields, right, Wilds? Because Nick Foles has been to a Super Bowl. Been to a Super Bowl almost as recently as Jimmy G.
Justin Fields just a
has
been playing. Justin Fields has been playing. He's been playing half the season. That's the thing.
You know how you get a guy playing? By let him play. Let him play.
It's too late. It's too late.
Be playing
it's
if
too
he doesn't
late.
play.
Well,
it's too late.
Somehow,
Nick,
some way, the Niners.
You're better than this.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.